The official redrawing of Nebraska's legislative districts moving forward, but may not get tackled until a special session later this year. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, Nebraska lawmakers have approved formal guidelines for the redrawing of political boundaries, a process that will shape the state's legislative and congressional districts for the next decade. The 30-16 vote was largely on party lines, with Republicans supporting the guidelines, while Democrats said the approved plan gives lawmakers too much wiggle room to tweak the maps for political gain. Lincoln Senator Adam Moorfeld said he agreed that language preserving communities of interest was good middle ground, but objected to another change suggested by the committee.
I don't agree that allowing us to take into consideration the core of prior districts is middle ground. I think that they should be principles that should be included in this resolution as they've been included for the last 2 decades in Nebraska. Maintaining the current core of the districts is important not only for urban districts, colleagues, but also for rural districts.
Lawmakers are not expected to begin redistricting until a special session in September because of pandemic-related delays in the release of the U.S. Census population data. Well, an initial bond of $500,000 was set for a Gering man this week for allegedly violating a no-contact order 22 times in a domestic violence case filed last month in Scottsbluff County. 33-year-old Jonathan Latham was arrested on Monday on 22 misdemeanor counts of contempt of court. Court records say investigators say Latham, who had been arrested in April for intentional domestic assault causing bodily injury from an incident in February, used the Scottsbluff County Detention Center inmate phone system to contact the victim 22 times over 4 days. He was scheduled to make his first appearance in Scottsbluff County Court on the new charges on Wednesday afternoon, with the new arrest warrant ordering him not to contact the victim in the domestic violence case. Well, coming up after the break, some tornadoes touched down in the Panhandle yesterday. What's in the mix for moving forward? Bill's got your Thursday evening forecast right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
Cover more ground and get more savings on the fast, durable Kubota Sidekick. Gas-powered for a top speed of 40 miles per hour. Best-in-class acceleration and handling with cargo. The strength to haul a half-ton and tow a full-ton. All backed by a 2-year, 1,000-hour warranty. Get the Sidekick now for 0 down, 0% APR for 60 months or save up to $1,750.
Your Kubota dealer is Sandberg Implement in Gering.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
All clear and quiet across the area tonight. A very pleasant evening after last night's fireworks and showers and thunderstorms. We'll fall down into the low 40s. A chilly night again, but comfortably chilly. It's going to be all quiet again. Another dandy day tomorrow. It's going to certainly be the best of the next 4. It's going to be cloudy, cooler for the weekend, and some rain is expected. Not going to be an all-day washout any of the days this holiday weekend, but still going to be on the cool side. Normally we'd be about 76, 82 yesterday. We didn't get there today, only in the upper 60s to near 70 today. Nothing in the rain gauge yesterday. Unfortunately, we missed all of it. Still now about a half an inch below normal. We have temps in the 60s and 70s here across the region. Cooler readings, look at these 40s up in eastern portions of South Dakota. 51 in Valentine. There's a 48 in Gordon. 53 in Chadron. So cooler along the northern areas. We're in the low to mid and upper 60s for the North Platte River Valley. So it gives you an idea of the difference there in temperatures. Winds are strongest here out of the north, 10 to 15 miles an hour for most all of us. Severe weather threat confined well to our south today. It's quiet here on the weather front locally today and tomorrow. A marginal risk of a couple of storms tomorrow up in northeastern Wyoming. That shifts to the south on Saturday in Colorado. That's really trending our rain chances and heavier rain further to the south thanks to those cooler temperatures that are going to be in here. We won't have severe weather threats over the weekend, or at least they'll be very minimal. Cloud cover hangs on in the northern portions of the Sandhills. Otherwise, clear skies overnight. Lows falling into the low 40s. Look at some of these areas around Chadron, 35, Gordon, 34. Can't rule out a little patchy light frost in some of those areas overnight tonight. Tomorrow the clouds erode in the Sandhills and we're left with sunny skies. Really a very nice day. We turn the temperature back up a little bit. An isolated late day storm, very little chance of those tomorrow, but a 10 to 20% chance will be about it here in the area. And highs upper 70s to near 80s, still cooler off to the east with temps still only in the 60s. Nothing major coming here of precip over the next 36 hours. Some very light scattered pockets of some light rain. That is about it. Now, as we go through the extended forecast, you'll notice all this area of rain that was across our area has been dropped south into northeastern Colorado through the southern half of Nebraska. And take a look at the American model here, really hammering south central and southeastern portions of Nebraska, but lighter precip here in our area. We'll see if that pans out, but certainly the prospects of moderate to heavy rain over the holiday weekend have decreased, but we still will likely see some rain showers. Clear tonight, or at least mainly clear. Lows down around 42, kind of chilly out there. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and nice. Highs right around 80, and I told you our 7-day forecast, it's going to be cooler through the weekend. Shower chances down to about 40% now for both Saturday and Sunday. And then we're going to look at Memorial Day Monday, probably mostly dry. Temperatures all 3 of those days in the mid and upper 60s, in the low 70s for Tuesday, Wednesday, and then pretty good indications as we start Sunday or Thursday onward. We're going to see a dramatic increase in temperatures back into the upper 70s and low to mid 80s.
At 21st Century Equipment, we're proud to introduce the new Build Your Own tool. Build the John Deere you've been wanting and see how affordable it really is. Visit 21stcenturyequipment.net to build your own compact utility tractor, mower, or gator. It's easy to add implements, attachments, and view financing options. Build the exact tractor for your needs at a price you can afford, all from the comfort and safety of home, with the new Build Your Own tool at 21stcenturyequipment.net.
High Plains Auto Club presents the Father's Day Rock and Roll Classic Friday, June 18th. Registration begins at 2 p.m. at the Gearing Civic Center with a welcome barbecue, cruise for cash, ice cream social. Saturday, June 19th, a parade, show and shine, and awards banquet. To enter, go to highplainsautoclub.com or call 308-765-2418. This event is sponsored by Bill Winemaster Livestock, Bill and Jody Winemaster, Dooley Oil, Monument Inn and Suites.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Bundle and save with Allstate. In Gearing, call Allstate agent Michael Engelhop for a quote today at 308-436-2123.
Welcome back. There's been some public outcry following the use of reported racial epithets during a Legion baseball game in Sydney this week. Parents of Alliance Junior Legion players say that during Monday evening's game, several players from the Sydney Junior Legion team were using racial slurs. Alliance Spartans general manager tells KNB News that, quote, the events that transpired in Sydney are unfortunate, and says they've been in contact with Sydney's coach and discussed the situation with them and did receive an apology from the coach. The Sydney Junior Legion baseball team did not respond to an emailed request about the incident. Well, Nebraska is looking forward to the new normal as Governor Ricketts announced the state is going back to a pre-pandemic way of life. Pete Ricketts and First Lady Suzanne Shore announced the launch of Reconnect Nebraska, a way for people to connect with old relationships, activities, and service opportunities as the pandemic ends and life returns to normal. The First Lady touted a new website for volunteer opportunities for Nebraskans across the state.
Volunteerism. And through service, volunteers help to build stronger communities and provide assistance to those who need it the most. And many opportunities await you. It could be at your church, at a food bank, at a homeless shelter, at numerous mentoring programs. I encourage you to visit nevolunteers.com. That's nevolunteers.com to connect with opportunities in your community.
Shore also announced the Nebraska Reflects website, which features stories of people who went above and beyond for others, whether it be a nurse, teacher, family member, friend, parent, or anyone that took an extra step during the pandemic. Nebraska Tourism Director John Rick says that Reconnect Nebraska ties in perfectly with the Nebraska Passport program, which encourages people to travel to different communities and businesses across the state. And Nebraska will provide $20 million a year in grant funding to expand high-speed internet service across the state under a new law. Governor Ricketts signed the measure at the Capitol, saying it would expand broadband so that more Nebraskans can work from home, participate in remote learning, access telehealth services, and enjoy other benefits. The law is designed to bring fast, reliable broadband service to an expected 30,000 households. Networks funded by the grant program will be required to have upload and download speeds of 1,000 megabytes per second. Well, coming up after the break, Chris Cottrell in with the latest from the world of sports. He'll have that right after this here on KNEB.TV News.
May is National Electrical Safety Month. Accidents and fires involving electricity result in more than 1,000 deaths and tens of thousands of injuries every year. The majority of those tragedies could be prevented with greater awareness of how to stay safe. Start by involving children by inviting them to visit safeelectricity.org. So let's all do our part to learn more about electrical safety during the month of May. This message is brought to you by Roosevelt Public Power District, your touchstone energy partner, the power of human connections.
Exceptional care, right here at home. That's the mission of Morrill County Community Hospital. Morrill County Community Hospital is a 20-bed critical access hospital that owns and operates clinics throughout Bridgeport, including specialty outreach clinics and Morrill County Home Health Clinic, as well as Chimney Rock Medical Center, located in Bayard. Our dedicated team is committed to you and our community every time at Morrill County Community Hospital, Bridgeport, Nebraska.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Some recaps and some previews as we head towards the holiday weekend. Let's start today here on KNEB.TV with Boys State Golf. You see some of those top performances from the region. A state title, in fact, for Mullins Brendan Walker. That came in Class D. Alliance, the good showing from Creighton Siza. They finished 6th in Class B. And in Class C, right in the middle, 2 top 15 finishers for Mitchell, the Tigers, and Bridgeport, both inside the top 10 in those team standings. Yesterday brought high school sports to a close for the 2020-2021 school year. How about the Western Nebraska Pioneers? The baseball season underway in the Expedition League. Pio's off to a 1-1 start so far this season. First win came last night. They got to WNCC Cougar Harold Baez for 6 runs. The Pios scored in every inning but the 8th. They close out their series with Casper tonight over at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. We'll have coverage, of course, on KNEB. Then the Pioneers on the road at the Pierre Trappers for 3 games this upcoming weekend. We'll drop down a level. Legion baseball coming up tonight here on KNEB.TV. I'll be at Bauer Shanklin Field in Alliance, where the Wesco Zephyrs take on the Spartans. Alliance off a loss to Gering last night. The Z's coming off a Tuesday night loss on the road at Douglas. TV coverage expected to start at around 7:15 or so, with first pitch on the schedule for 7:30. You can also listen tonight on 106.9 The Trail, and as always, streaming at KHYYFM.com. And the Summer All-Star Circuit gets started tomorrow night with the Panhandle Prep basketball games being held this year at Scottsbluff High School. Morrill boys coach Terry Lofink will join me courtside for the broadcast, and we'll have pregame starting at 5:15. The girls game will be first at 5:30. Nice lineup of area talent for this year's All-Star Basketball Showcase night. And West Nebraska All-Star Week, we're now 2 weeks out, culminating with June 12th games for volleyball and football. TV Sports Desk, I'm Chris Cottrell.
In boots, new and old, you've walked the rows of life, a fence length of time. You fought the floods, snow, and sweltering heat, and lifted breathing and settled pain. With a smile and a cry, you've strengthened your community and future generations. Sometimes with nothing to say. Often can't say enough. Like, let me do it again.
New looks and new decor can be found at Compliments for You and Your Home. Check out the newest styles from Tribal, Charlie B, Ethel, and more. Compliments also has the shoes, purses, and jewelry for any occasion. Plus, right now, get 20% off all clearance apparel. While here, take a look at our solar lights and felt birdhouses. Finally, visit our newest addition, Katie Chandler and her salon. All this at Compliments for You and Your Home, 1708 Broadway, downtown Scottsbluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
We do 2 pictures just like we've done in the past, one straight down and one from the side, but it's better in the fact that they're going to get called back less, there's greater accuracy, and it's a lot easier to find it in dense breasts. A woman should start getting their mammos at age 40 every year, and 1 in 8 people get breast cancer, so it's the best way to find it is early detection.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, the KNEB parking lot will be the place to be tomorrow starting at 11 a.m. KNEB intern Mackenzie Anderson has that story.
KNEB is hosting their annual fundraising barbecue tomorrow, but the format will be a little different than years past. Promotions Director Kendra Feather says this is a great event that helps to raise money for an amazing cause.
And we're so excited that Camp Scott is happening this year, that we're going to have our drive-through again, and hoping to raise more money than we did last year. And those kids, what this money goes to is to help with those kids that don't have money for scholarships, to help with scholarships for camp. And if you got the chance to go see Camp Scott, it's a pretty moving thing. Those kids didn't get a visit with their friends last year because they didn't have camp, and they're so excited to go. So we're so excited to be part of that.
Feather also says it's an easy process to be a part of, and you don't want to miss out.
Our people enjoy it because it's kind of a wind down for us. We've been celebrating all month. It's usually right before Memorial Weekend, so it's just kind of our hurrah for everything, in the community and celebrating beef. We love it.
This year will be a drive-thru on the curbside of KNEB Studios. Cost for meal is $5, and we'll be serving food from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. In Scottsbluff, I'm Mackenzie Anderson with KNEB.TV News.
I hope to see you all out there tomorrow, but that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.